So here exercise 3.2, question number 4. The question already, which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent? Obtain the solution in such a cases graphically. Okay, now first and second already we have done. This is third part of the question 4 here. The question is 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. Okay, and what is our second equation? 4x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. This is our second equation. So let's work out on the first equation first. Okay, let's take the first equation and let's simplify it and make a subject. If I make a subject to y, then what do I have? And y will be, the 6 will be that side, minus 6 will be plus 6 to right side. After transposing 2x to right side, it gives the result minus 2x. So simply I should say the value of y equal to 6 minus 2x. Clear? Now for the different value of x, we will get the value of y. So let's work out upon that. So y equal to 6 minus 2. Then one more we are taking, y equal to 6 minus 2. Y equal to 6 minus 2. And y equal to 6 minus 2. Okay. Now choice will be of yours. Okay. Suppose I am choosing 0. It will be easy. Go with the 0 all the time. So 6 minus 2. 6 minus 0. 2 into 0, 0. So 6 minus 0 is only 6. 6 minus, suppose I am choosing 1. 6, 2 1 are 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Let me choose 2. 2 2 are 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And of course, this is I want to choose 3. So 3 2 are 6. 6 minus 6 gives the result 0. As usual, you know, whatever the values we are gaining, it's compulsory to mention in a small table. Okay, that will be convenient for you. When you apply or locate the point on a graph paper, it will become easy for you to see all the points. You can refer the points through this table. Okay, so be carefully. You need to put all the values. Don't confuse in putting the values of x and y. Actually, sometimes in the hurry, the students, they used to put the wrong value in that. It should not happen with you. Just look at here. This is the value of x we are choosing, 0. So if I choose 0, then the value of y 6 I am gaining. For 1, here it is 4. Here I am choosing 2. So here also 2 I am gaining. Suppose I am choosing x as a 3, then the value of y is 0. So this much is the first table we are gaining through our first linear equation. Okay, and here we are going to locate the point on a graph paper 0, 6, 1, 4, 2, 2, 3, 0. This 0, 6 will lie on which axis? Because of its x-axis 0, so it must lies on y-axis. Okay, and same thing 3, 0. So it will lie on x-axis. Fine. And rest of this 2.1, 4 and 2, 2, they must lie in a first quadrant. So the result of equation number 1 is saying the graph focusing, graph location will be approximate in a first quadrant. Through this only one equation we come to know. But still we can't say anything. We need to work out on the second equation also. So be ready for that. Let's work out upon that. So let's go with the second equation. We can see our second equation is, here we are given is 4x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. Suppose I want to make a subject to x here, then with that I need to write next step. It will be this minus 4 will become plus 4 that side, and of course this minus 2y will become plus 2y. Clear? Same thing is here. Therefore x equal to, this is 4 plus 2y already there, and in a divisibility here 4 is already there. Okay, there are two options. Either you can take out something common and go with that. If not, then directly also we can move out with that. Suppose we are taking 2 common from numerator. then we must have 2 plus y because 2 2s are 4 and y will be here. Here it is 4. So we need to work out with the 2. So x equal to, our equation will become, after simplification, our equation will become x equal to 2 plus y by 2. Now in this equation, I am going to put the value of y. For the different value of y, we must get the value of x. Okay, so I am choosing here, just observe here what I am choosing here. So upon 2, this 3 value is possible for me to take it here, so I am taking it only 3 value. Now use the common sense and choose the value wisely. This is the request. Why? Because we know that if in the numerator we can have any even number, then it can be possible to divide it by 2. Fine, so choose such a way. So I am choosing here 2 first. Suppose I am choosing 2, then 2 plus 2, 4. 4 divided by 2 gives the result 2. Same thing. Suppose I am choosing even number 0. Then 2 plus 0, 2 by 2. 2 by 2 we know that is only 1. Same thing is here. Instead of choosing 1 here, okay, we can choose 1 also. No issue for that because we are free to choose any number. But if we choose 1, then 1 plus 2, 3 by 2. So we need to locate 1.5. That is also quite easy. If we move out with that, that is also quite easy to locate 1.5. Okay, so far I prefer here to take 4. So 2 plus 4, 6. 6 divided by 2, that gives the result 3. So for this equation, I would like to choose only 3 value I am choosing here. Okay, now let's draw the table. Okay, so here you can see here x and y already with us. Now this time I have written this value of y. The table is ready for the second equation, that the value we are ready to put it in that. Here this time we have chosen only 3 values. So here you can see this value 2 I have chosen for y, and I got the value of x, that is 2. Same thing is here for 0, I got 1 here. Same thing for the value of y, 4, I got the value of x, that is fine. So this time, if I observe carefully, then I should say simply that 2, 2, 1, 0, 3, 4, these are the points which we have to locate on a graph paper. Okay, now before we proceed for the graph paper work, just think about where the point of this location will come. Means 2, 2, first quadrant, both the positive numbers. 1, 0, of course they must lie on x-axis, and 3, 4, again both the positive numbers, so if the coordinates are positive, so simply I should say they must lie in a first quadrant. So the final conclusion with us that when we draw the graph, we have to locate all the way in a first quadrant by observing the location point of the first equation and second equation. So I hope, let's start with that. Draw the graph. So my dear student, here we will see the graph now. Okay, the graph of these two linear equations. Okay, so as we already come to the conclusion, the graph will be all the way on. It will be first quadrant. So first let me draw this x-axis for, this is y-axis, sorry. So I am drawing y-axis here, and horizontal line, that is x-axis, I am drawing it here somewhere, right? So without missing anything, draw x and y-axis. Okay, now as we know that all the points are round off, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So here student, here I am marking origin. Now here I am choosing 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. This is our x-axis, this is x dash axis, this is y-axis, okay, and this is y dash axis. Same point, 1 unit by taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in order. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This much is, I think, enough for us. Now, the first linear equation has given us this point. First 0, comma 6. Okay. So let me locate it where it will be 0, comma 6. Of course, 0 is with connected with x coordinate. So 0, comma 6 here it will be somewhere. So 0, comma 6 you can see on your screen. 0, comma 6 we need to locate here, and let me write this point is 0, comma 6 here. Here second 1, comma 4. Of course 1 is on x-axis and 4 from here y-axis, so it will be located here. So this is 1, comma 4. Third point is 2, comma 2. You can see 2 on x-axis and this 2 will be on y-axis, so it will be 2, comma 2. Then next is 3, comma 0. It will lie on axis itself. Okay, 3, comma 0. It will lie on x-axis. Okay. Now let's take your pen in your hand and draw this linear. Okay, you can see this line is straight line. So draw this line which is quite linear. We can see and extend it both the sides. Okay. So let me call this line, the line is for which equation? That is for first equation, that is 2x plus y equal to this 2x plus y minus 6. So in a small writing, I am mentioning it here. 2x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. This is the line for this graph. Okay. Now second line is 4x minus 2y minus 4. Now we are going to locate the point for that line. Okay, so be ready for that. So first point is here, that is 2, comma 2. We found is 2, comma 2. It is already lie on this line. It is already here 2, comma 2. Second point 1, comma 0. 1, comma 0 indicate that it must lie on x-axis. 1, comma 0 will lie here somewhere. So this point is 1, comma 0. Let me write 1, comma 0 here. And one more point we have taken, that is 3, comma 4. 3 on x-axis and of course 4 on y-axis. So here for this linear equation we have chosen only 3 points which you can see on your screen with the green color. Okay, now we are going to join this point. Okay, these 3 points I am going to join, and let me extend the line. Okay, now after extending the line, there is biggest conclusion in front of us. Okay, the line, both of these lines, they are intersecting lines. Okay, where they are intersecting, the intersecting point here, it is 2, comma 2. So the solution of this equation is 2, comma 2. This is the complete solution. This is the graph. Okay, now let's write all this conclusion. So it's a time to conclusion. Okay, what we are gaining, the result as after drawing the 2 lines. So we need to mention here 2 lines intersect. Okay, 2 lines intersect at the point, at point 0, at point 2, comma 2. We can give any name also to that point if we want, the intersecting point. This 2, comma 2, it means that what is the solution? So as we know that x will be also 2 and of course y will be 2 is the solution. This is the solution of the given equation. This is the solution of the given equation. Fine. This is the conclusion. Now, beside this, what we got as a result? You know, dear student, very important question which is finally asked in the exam. The lines must be consistent. Whenever we are having unique solution, the lines must be consistent. Clear? This is a required result of third part of question 4. So, my dear student, here in exercise 3.2, it's a question number 4. It's a fourth part. The two linear equations which we are given are 2x minus 2y minus 2 equal to 0. Let me call this as first equation. And another equation is 4x minus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. That is the second equation. Though we know that by applying a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, the ratio we are able to say either it is consistent or inconsistent and dependent, right? But here they are asking to prove this thing through the graphically method. So let's work out through the. Now we are going to apply graphically method. But before we apply that method, let's focus on the first. First I am taking the first equation. Okay, this is our equation. Whom I want to make a subject, we are having two choice, either x or y. So should I proceed with x? So I should have here 2x equal to this minus 2 I am transposing to that side, plus 2 minus 2y will become plus 2y. So x equal to, if I take out 2 common from numerator, then I will have 1 plus y, and here 2 is already there, 2 cancel. So x equal to only 1 plus y. Fine. This is our equation, the simplification, as I made a subject to x here. Okay. Now dear student, for the different value of y, we will find the value of x here. So x equal to 1 plus, here we need to put the value. Here I am choosing any 3 or 4, as usual, you know, at least 3 must be. So I'm taking 3. Fine. I'm choosing 3. Here I'll draw the table also. Fine. So which value should we proceed with that? Very simple. I want to go with 0. 1 plus 0, 1. I'm choosing 1. Then 1 plus 1, 2. Choosing 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now let's draw the table, which is quite important to draw every time. This technique is very easy. Don't afraid. The graphically method is little bit difficult for some of the students because they are not showing their interest how to solve this thing in that. That's why this procedure become difficult. Otherwise this is quite easy method. Now as we know that here it is x and this is y. Now be careful about writing the points which we have to locate. As here for the y we are choosing 0. So the value of x is 1. Here y, here 1 I have chosen. So value of x 2 I got. And for the y equal to 2 I got the value x equal to 3. Okay. So this is the table. Now through the table the conclusion is there. We need to locate 1, 0, 2, 1 and 3, 2 on the graph paper. Now observation says 1, 0 will lie on x-axis. Agree? 2, 1 will in first quadrant, 3, 2 both are positive, so it will be in first quadrant. So simply the simplification, or after gaining these points which we have to locate on a graph paper, it indicates that these points must lie through the only equation 1. Okay, through the equation 1 we come to the conclusion these points will lie on a first quadrant. Okay, now let's work out on the second equation and see what can be the result. So my dear student, let's work out on the second equation. Okay, what is our second equation we are given? Let's just look at your screen. 4x minus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. Therefore I am going to make a subject to x here. So with that 4x I am keeping this side. Let me bring this both of this term to right side. So minus 5 will become plus 5 and this minus 4y will be a plus 4y. Clear to you? Now let's make a subject to x. So I should have 5 plus 4y upon 4. Clear? But no such a common factor which lie in a numerator. So we can't proceed further. So the value of x, let it be as. Now for this equation, for the different value of y, we will choose and we will get the value of x. So let's work out upon that. X equal to 5 plus 4. Here blank I am putting. So you think about that, which value will be convenient to put here, so that the number which we gain in the numerator, which will be divisible by 4, means the number should be a multiple of 4. Fine. If it is not, then also nothing to worry about. The answer can be in fraction, and answer in the fraction can be divided in the decimal. Then also okay. So dear student, if I choose 0 here, think about that. So 4 into 0, so only I have here 5 by 4. Fractional number, we can work out upon that, no problem. But let's try. Is there any possibility of such a number, so that if we choose with that, so our answer can be round off? Is there any possibility for that? We need to think of. We can choose negative number also, no issue for that. We can choose negative number. Suppose we are choosing -1, then here 4 into -1, -4. So finally I should say I will have 5 minus 4 upon 4. So 1 by 4. That is also fractional number. No problem. But dear student, you know 1 by 4th is the fourth part of a 1 unit. Okay. So approximate the between 2 and 3, the smaller line, we have to locate the point over there for 1 by 4. No problem. We will locate that also. We'll work out on one more point. Should we proceed for the 0? Let's work out. If we proceed for the 0, then what can be the possibility? Of course, 4 into 0, it gives the result 0. So it will be 5 by 4. So where to locate 5 by 4? That also I will teach you. Don't worry. Now, one more point it's compulsory to take. Okay. Should we proceed for the 3? If I go with the 2, suppose 2 I am choosing. So I should have here 4 2 8. I am choosing minus. So it will be easy for us to choose. Okay. -2 I am choosing this time. So 4 2 minus 8. -8 plus 5. It gives the result -3. So the answer is -3 by 4. -3 by 4, it's a decimal is 0.75. All of you know very well this thing. 1/4 is 0.25. Now for 5 by 4, 5 by 4 also can be written as, let's see how to simplify. If I multiply 4 with 25, then it will be 1.25. So now let's put this here in a table, the value. And the number which we are gaining is a fractional number. Don't afraid with that. Okay. That numbers are also quite easy to locate on a graph paper, as we are studying the fractional number to locate on a graph paper first time. So little bit you will find different than the other question, this question, but it is quite easy. So that is also part of a learning. So here as usual x and y. Now be careful while dropping the value of x and y, because while solving the equation number 2, in place of y I have chosen -1 and I got the value of x 1 by 4. Okay. Same thing is here, 0 I have chosen, so I am getting 5 by 4. Fine. And same way I am choosing -2 and I got the value -3 by 4. Okay. Don't worry about the locating point, but the result of location points, which point we need to locate on the graph paper now? 1 by 4 comma -1, 5 by 4 comma 0, -3 by 4 comma -2. Fine. So let's think out about this thing. Now 1 by 4 comma -1 will lie, plus minus will lie in fourth quadrant, you know very well. Plus minus will be in fourth quadrant. Here as y coordinate is 0, so this point will lie, 5 by 4 comma 0 will lie on x-axis. Clear? And because of this, both of the point negative and minus we must locate in a third quadrant. So simply I should say our graph will cover first quadrant, third quadrant as well as fourth quadrant. Fine. So we need to draw the graph according to that. So it should cover first quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So now let's work out on the graph. Let's see. Now, dear student, let's work out on the graph of the same equation. Okay. Now, as we have known, we come to the conclusion that all the points will lie in a first, third, and fourth quadrant. So, how to go with that? Just simply, I should say, I am covering the first quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth also. Keeping this thing in a mind, I am going to draw the y-axis from here. Okay, just see why I am choosing this. Afterwards, when gradually you will get the good practice, so you will able to say in which quadrant we need to locate the particular. So here I would like to choose this. Okay, here I'm choosing this line as an x-axis. Okay, so keeping this thing in a mind, and now it's very important to locate this point. As we know that this is our origin O. Fine, this is our x-axis, this is x dash axis, this is y-axis, and of course this is y dash axis. Clear? Now, dear student, I am going to locate the point, so be ready for that. First point for the first linear equation is with us 0, 1. Of course 0, 1. So before that I need to mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here negative -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Here of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, my dear student, let's continue.
That is
Now
1,
let's start
0.
locating the point. The
1,
first point which we have to locate
0,
on a graph
that is
paper
on
is
x-axis.
0,
1, 0.
Of course, 0,
1,
1 we need to
0,
locate
it lies
here
on
the
x-axis.
So
1, 0.
1.
Clear?
To you? This point is 0, 1. I am mentioning it here 0, 1. Fine. Second point which we have to locate, sorry, this is 1, 0. I am correcting 1, 0. This point. Second point is 2, 1. Of course, 2 is on x-axis and 1 will be on y-axis. So this point is 2, 1. So let me note down 2, 1. This point is here. Fine. And one more point is there with us 3, 2. This is 3, and of course this is 2 on y-axis. So let me locate it here 3, 2. So this way we are gaining 3 points. Now let's combine them in a single line and let's join them. Okay, so let's draw a straight line and let's see what can be the result for this line. And this line is of which equation? As we know, the equation is 2x minus 2y minus 2 equal to 0. The equation is of 2x minus 2y minus 2 equal to 0. Fine. Now, dear student, let's locate the next point, which is quite important to see where to locate on a graph paper. So be careful about that. First point is 1 by 4 comma minus 1. See, 1 by 4, it will be on x-axis. So from 0 to 1, this much portion you know. If I choose the darker line between 0 to 1, it indicate half. Agree? And just between 0 to half, I need to locate the point here somewhere that indicate it is 1/4. So this point is 1 comma minus 1/4. This point quite nearer to that line 1 by 4 comma minus 1. 1 by 4 comma minus 1. This point is 1 by 4 comma minus 1. Here one more point that is with us 5 by 4 comma 0. If you simplify 5 by 4, divide, then you will get 1.25. Right? 1.25 will be located between 1 and 1.5. Agree? Look at your screen. This is 1. This is 2. Now where I am showing you with my pencil, this is the midpoint of 1 and 2. That is 1.5. Clear? But just between these 2 points, that is you can locate here somewhere. The point is that is 5 by 4. That indicate 5 by 4 comma 0. 5 by 4 comma 0. It will be on axis. Okay. One more point is with us minus 3 by 4 and minus 2. Of course, minus 3 by 4, it lies on x-axis. Sorry, it lies on negative x-axis here somewhere. So, dear student, here it is minus 1, here it is minus 0.5. Between minus 1 and minus 0.5, here you can see that indicates 3 by 4. That is minus 3.4, half of this 2. Okay, half of this is half, minus 1 half. But minus 1 half and between minus 1, you can locate here minus 3 by 4. And along with minus 2 on y-axis. So, y-axis here it is minus 2, you can see. So our point will lie somewhere here, which is quite nearer to our previous line. You can see if I join the line passing from this point, where it will come, it is going to come just here. See, it will be here just nearer to that line. So dear student, the conclusion through this very important results with us. This is the line of which equation? The equation is here. For the second, the equation was 4x minus 4y minus 5. 4x minus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. This is the equation. So on your screen you can see this line is here 4x minus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. This line is of this equation. The conclusion is saying the lines are parallel to each other, right? Very quite nearer and they are not intersecting. Fine. So let's drop the conclusion. Fine. So dear student, let's come to the conclusion point. First conclusion through the graph we are having that. What is that? We can say the graph of these equations. The graph of these equations. The graph of these equations, they are parallel lines. Okay, clear to you? They are parallel lines. Clear? Second point which we are concluding that if they are parallel line, they must have common point? No. So they do not have any common point. So we need two lines, no common point. If they are parallel, then no common points. Fine. But more important result regarding consistent and inconsistent, we can say it is inconsistent. So inconsistent. This is the required result as we completed the fourth part of question 4 of exercise 3.2. I hope it's clear to you all the way. So exercise 3.2, it's a question number 5. Let me read the question. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meters more than its width is 36 meters. Find the dimension of the garden. Very easy question. First of all, the question is related to the dimension. Dimension word related to length and breadth. Sometimes in place of breadth, we can use the word width also. Okay. Now, first question will come in our mind. Have they given us length? No. Have they given us breadth? No. So, first of all, we will begin our solution with this step. Let the length of the garden, let's start. Let the length of a garden. Let the length of a garden, we are considering be x meter. Actually, unit we are given in meter, so I am considering x meter and breadth of a garden b. And the breadth, in place of breadth, you can write width also. Okay, here the width words given, so I am writing and width of a garden, that is b by meter. Okay, meter equal to, so I am mentioning it here, perimeter equal to perimeter, which is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. This we know. Perimeter is equal to 2 into length plus breadth, right? Now half of the perimeter equal to, it is clearly mentioned here, half of the perimeter means we need to mention half perimeter. Half perimeter indicate that is equal to x plus y, because half of this will be 1/2 of 2 into x plus y upon 2. You can mention 2 here and 2 here. 2 will be cancelled. So half of the perimeter will be this. And that we are given is 36. So our equation will become x plus y equal to 36. Let me call this is equation number 1. Clear to you? Now in equation number 2, how to form? Look at your screen and see. We are given the length is 4 more than. Length is 4 more than the width. Fine? Length is 4 more than the width. Therefore, can I say x minus y equal to 4? Let me say this is number 2. Clear to you? Now, let's work out upon both of this equation, which we will have here x equal to y plus 4 and x plus y equal to 36 and x minus y equal to 4. Let's see and apply graphical method for that. So dear student, let's work out on the first equation. Our first equation is x plus y equal to 36. So of course x will be 36 minus y. So for the different value of y, we will have the value of x. So be careful about choosing this value, okay? Choose such a way, the value of y, choose such a way so that the difference should be, we can locate on x-axis easily. Fine? So here 4 different values I have chosen. Let me take one value. Suppose I am choosing on y-axis, I am choosing 18. If I choose 18, then on x-axis I want 18. Fine? Then if I choose here, 36 is here. Suppose I am choosing here 20. On y-axis 20, then it gives the result 16. Suppose I am choosing 22, then of course it will be 14. If I choose 24, then this will be 12. Fine. These value I am going to put it carefully in the next equation. Means in a table. So please draw the table carefully. And as usual, you know, we need to mention all this point in a table carefully. This is x, this is y. What is the value of y here first? In the first, it is 18. So we got the value of x 18. Then I took 20. Then for the value of x is 16. This is 22. Then here it is 14. Here 24. Then here we will have 12. So this is the important table, and these point we need to locate on a graph paper. 18, 18, 16, 20, 14, 22 and 12, 24. So these are the point which we have to locate on a graph paper, and all the way they will come on first quadrant. Clear to you? Now let's work out on the second equation, that is x minus y equal to 4, and let's see what can be the results. X minus y equal to 4, that is the second equation, right? So let me make a subject as usual. Therefore, I need to write x equal to 4 plus y. This minus y will transpose to this side. X equal to 4 plus y. Now dear student, for different value of y, we will have the value of x, okay, which is quite easy. So let's work out upon that. Be careful, these are very easy, but still we are making mistake. Okay, sometimes we are making mistake in subtraction. 4 minus 3 we used to write 2 sometimes. So it should not happen. If you locate the point on a graph paper, it will not give a straight line result. Okay. So be careful. Suppose I am choosing 0. So of course 4, 1, then 5, 2, 6, 3, then it gives the result 7. Fine. So dear student, now we need to draw the table. Fine. As usual, with the 4 different values we have already here with us. So I am drawing the table here. Just look at your screen and draw the table also in your copy. And let's see how to go with that. This is first, second, third, this is fourth, and this is for x and y. Okay, these columns are required. Here x I am writing, here y. Okay, now be careful while writing the value of this. Fill in the, here we have written the value of y, means 0 we have chosen for y, and x in place of that we are gaining 4. For 1 here it is 5, and if it is 2 then here 6, and if it is 3 then here it is 7. Clear to you? So these are the values which we are gaining through this. Clear to you? So we need to locate 4, 0, 5, 1, 6, 2 and 7, 3 on a graph paper. Right? Let's see which type of graph we will have. We are given this 2x plus y equal to 36, that is our first equation. Let's locate the point of first equation and second equation here. For that, all the way we know this graph is in a first quadrant. So let me draw first y-axis here. Okay, you also start drawing along with me. So here it is y-axis. So let me write here y and this y dash axis, and little bit space I am leaving from here, and let me draw this x axis here. I hope it's visible. So this is my x axis. Okay, and let me call this as a x dash axis, x axis, and this as a x dash axis, and of course the origin, this is meeting point origin O. Fine. Now as we are choosing the scale here 2 centimeter for our convenience, so 1 unit equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 and so on. Clear? Now same thing is on y-axis, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, like that. Fine. Now it's time to locate the point on a graph paper. Okay, so let's see how to locate this point. Be ready for that. Scale as we have chosen, so we can mention here scale on x-axis and y-axis both the way. 1 unit equal to 2, right? 1 unit equal to 2. So dear student, first point let's locate. Okay, first point as we want to locate through the graph is, this is 18, 18. Okay, so 18 on x-axis, from here I am moving, and 18, 18. 18 on y-axis, the point is coming somewhere here. Fine. Let me call this point is 18, 18. Fine. Okay. Let's locate the second point, that is 16, 20. 16 on x-axis and 20 will be somewhere here. On y-axis, from y-axis 20, from here it is 16. So this is 16, 20. Fine. Third point is 14, 22. 14 on x-axis. Let's move up to 22 on y-axis. So here this point is 14, 22. Third point we have chosen 12, 24. 12 is here, and of course 24 is coming here. So this is 12, 24. Okay. Now the time to draw the line. Fine. Let's draw the line joining all these points. Let's see which type of graph we will have. If I extend this line, both the sides joining these 4 points here this way. Okay. If I am extending, then it is visible. This is the line for which linear equation? That is first linear equation, that is x plus y equal to 36, right? This is the linear equation, x plus y equal to 36. Now, let's start locating the point for the next second linear equation. The first point is in that 4 comma 0. Is it so? 4 comma 0 is there for that. 4 comma 0. So I need to locate here 4 comma 0. It will lie on x-axis itself. 4 comma 0. Second point 5 comma 1. 5 where to locate? You know dear, 4 between 4 and 6 the darker line is 5. And 5 comma 1 will be just nearer to it, that is 5 comma 1. Half of this 0 and 2 between that is 1. 6 comma 2. 6 is here, 2 is very closer to it. Okay, that is also 6 comma 2, too much closer. 7 will lie between 6 and 8. The darker line 7 is here, and 3 will be between 2 and 4. You can see here between 2 and 4 the darker line is 3. So this point is 7 comma 3. So all the points you can see here, they are too much closer to each other, right? Now let's join this point and let's find, are they intersecting anywhere? Are they intersecting on any of the point? Let's work out upon that. Fine. So dear student, let's see. Here it is, straight line I am giving. Okay. If I extend this line, then I have this way the line, and this is the line of x minus y equal to 4. Now dear student, here is the location of intersecting of two lines. We are gaining two lines and this is the intersecting point. And what are the coordinates of this is coming? 20, 16. The coordinates of this point is coming 20, 16. Fine. 20, 16. These are the coordinates of this intersecting line. Clear to you? Now let's see. Let's come to the conclusion. The graph of the given linear equation is intersecting lines. Okay. They are intersecting lines. And next conclusion we need to write the intersecting point. What is the intersecting point? It is coming. We need to mention the intersecting point. The intersecting point of two lines. That is 20, 16, right? 20, 16. So we can say, hence we know x, this is related to x coordinate. So length will be 20 meter. And of course another thing is width we have to find. So width will be 16 meter. Fine. This is the final complete solution of this question number 5. So my dear student, here exercise 3.2 is a question number 6, right? Let me read the question. The question is, given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0, write another linear equation in two variables such that the geometrical representations of the pair of formed is first intersecting lines, second for parallel lines, and for third coincident lines. Okay, so let's work out upon that. What is the equation we are given? Let's note down. equation we are given is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0. This we are given. So first we are finding for intersecting line. Okay. So we need to mention here for intersecting line. Let's see what will be the result for that. For intersecting lines. I am mentioning it here. For intersecting lines, we know that if you remember nicely, for intersecting lines, the equation will be like that. A1 upon A2 is this condition. Equation will satisfy this condition. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Okay? A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Right? Now, simply I should say any intersecting line may be taken as. Okay? Any intersecting line we can take as any of the equation. So this doesn't satisfy this condition. Okay? Because one line is this. One first equation we can say this is the first equation. Simple. Now here the condition, whatever the equation we will mention in that. Here 2 by 5. Suppose I am starting. The equation is like that. Equation is with us. Suppose 5x plus 3y. Suppose equation is like that. 5x plus 3y minus 11 equal to 0. Suppose I am considering by my own any equation. You just see. Now 2 by 5. 2 by 5. This is ratio 2 by 5. 3 by 3. Are they equal? 2 by 5 not equal to 3 by 3. So only it should satisfy this condition. So any such equation we can write. Okay, here only one of the equation I have taken the example here for making you understand this. Right? Now second point in that. Second is for parallel lines. Now let's see what is the condition for parallel lines. So I'm mentioning it here for parallel lines. As we know, for the parallel lines, the condition is this. We should have the condition for two lines should be A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. This knowledge already we have. Okay. We know for parallel lines A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. Means this ratio should be equal. Right? This ratio should be equal. Suppose here 2x we are given. I am choosing 6x here for second equation. Then what will be the ratio of 2 and 6? If we divide 2 by 6, then it gives 1/3. Correct? 1/3 should be, same ratio should be here. So here if it is 3, so of course I need to write here 9. Because you know very well 3 by 9 it again gives 1 by 3. So these two ratios similar. And for the last ratio, it is not necessary they must be similar. So simple here -8. Suppose I am choosing here -8 again. Then also nothing to worry about because -8 divided by -8 the ratio is only 1 by 1 means 1. So that is not equal to 1 by 3 because here the ratio is coming 1 by 3, here 1 by 3, here it is not equal to 1. Clear to you? So any such a equation, that is not necessary, this is only the single equation. There are infinite number of equations which we can write so that it should be clarified this thing. Clear to you? So here let's go with the third part. The third part is says for coincident lines. Okay, all of us know very well for coincident line the condition is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 and of course B1 by B2. Means the ratio of all three must be equal. Think about that. Which equation can be possible? as we can see here, all the way ratio of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 should be equal. Okay, what is A1? A1 is 2. Suppose I want 1 half, 1 half, 1 half as a ratio. So of course my next equation will have 4x. So 2 by 4, 1 half. So what should be here? 3 2 ja, because I want here 1 half. So it will be 6y, because 3 divided by 6, it will give 1 half again the result. And of course for this side, minus 8. Minus 8 upon, should I write minus 16? So the ratio will be 1 half. Now you can confirm 2 by 4, 1 half, 3 by 6, 1 half, minus 8 by minus 16, that is also 1 half. So this is the another such a type of so many equations we can write which satisfy the given condition. It is not necessary that all of your answers can similar. It varies from person to person according to the choice. This second linear equation can be of this way. This is a technique. That way we are able to write the linear equation, second linear equation. So my dear student, now exercise 3.2, it's a question number 7. Fine. The question is, draw the graphs of the equation x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. Okay, very easy, very simple question, and can be asked in the exam. So for examination purpose is also very important. So dear student, let's start the solution. What is the linear equation we are given? The first equation in that is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Right? And another equation. Okay, afterwards we will discuss another. Another is also given. Let me write it here. 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Let me say this is equation 1 and this is equation number 2. And as usual, to solve with the graphical method, let's work out on the first equation. Okay. Our first equation is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. So let me make a subject here. Okay. So can I go with the x? If I want to make a subject to x, then minus y will become plus y to that side. And this plus 1 will give the result minus 1. Simple. So this is our subject x and y equal to x equal to y minus 1. Now in this equation, we are for the different value of y, we will have the value of x. So let's see. Suppose I am choosing here. Let me note down first. Then according to our choice, we are putting the value. The value you can take positive all the way. So probably according to that the answer will be there. So what is y? Suppose I am choosing here 6. I am choosing 6. Then 6 minus 1, 5. I am choosing 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. So for the different value of y, we can have the value of x. So don't forget to draw table so that it will be easy for you to locate the point on a graph too. Fine. Please draw the table without missing, which will be very important, because some of the students they directly start showing this point on a graph paper, but there can be the confusion of x and y axis for them. So better for your safety side, I request you to draw this table and mention here x and y, the coordinates of x first. Okay, so what will the coordinate of y we have taken here? 6, and the result is 5. I took 5, then result is 4. I took 4, then result is 3. I took 2, then result is I took 3 here. Okay, I have taken 3 here, then the result is 2 with 3. Fine, I am extending that way. Okay, because here 4 columns we have. So these are the coordinates. All the way you can see the coordinates for first linear equation 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4 and 2, 3. They all lie in a first quadrant. Right? Now we need to work out on our second linear equation. Right? Let's see. So dear student, now we are going to work out on this equation, that is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore, can I write 3x equal to this minus 12 transposing plus 12 and this will become minus 2. And of course, x will be 12 minus 2y divided by 3. Right? This is we have made the subject to x. Right? Now for the different value of y, we will find the value of x. Okay? Let's work out upon that. Here x equal to 12 minus 2, here this is, right? Therefore, one more is here, 12 minus 2. Think about such a value so that it should be multiplied by 2, and when we subtract it, actually when we subtract it from this, then we will have the, here we are choosing only 3 numbers, okay? Now, think about such a value. Suppose I am choosing 0. 0, suppose 2 into 0, 0, 12 by 12 by 3, 12 divided by 3, of course it will be 4. Okay, think about 3, think about 3, 3 to the 6, 12 minus 6, 6 divided by 3, so yes, now think such a value, should I go with the 6, because 6 to the 12. 12 minus 12, 0. 0 divided by 3, 0. Right? So, dear student, this is the value which we can take. And now let's see what will be our table. Let's draw the table first. So, the linear equation second, already we got this point. Now this is the table. I have kept it ready. Now let's put the value. You can see here, first we have chosen 0 as a y and the value of x is 4. Then we chose 3 as a y and got the value 2. Then I have here 6. The result is 0. So dear student, here you can see we need to locate. Forget this thing. Okay, I am clearing it for here. Now you can see here, we can locate the point 4, 0, 2, 3 and 0, 6 on a graph paper. Clear to you? When this point will lie, 4, 0 will lie on x-axis because y coordinate 0. 2, 3 will lie in first quadrant, positive, and 0, 6 will lie on y-axis as x-axis, the coordinate of x-axis 0. Clear to you? So according to that, seeing the first and second linear equation, their graph must be in a first quadrant. Right? So let's work out on the graph now. Okay, so we are going to start the graph of given two linear equations, that is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Right? So let's work out for that. You ready? Now you can see here, all the way the graph will lie in a first quadrant. Right? So we need to start the graph. I am starting from here according to the point. First I am drawing here y-axis. So let's begin. This line I am considering as my x-axis. This is y-axis, sorry. So I am mentioning this is y and this is y dash. And now I am drawing x-axis from here. Right? So little bit I am starting from here. So it will be convenient for me to draw the graph. Right? And this is our x-axis. Okay, dear students, so don't forget to mention this is x-axis and here x dash axis. And of course, this is the origin, that is called O. Fine. Now let's note the numbering. Let's write the numbering. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Same thing, unit 1 unit for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I think that much is enough. Fine. Now, let's locate the point. Okay, for first linear equation, the first point is 5, 6. 5 on x-axis, and here from here if we work out, then 6 will be here. So 5, 6 we need to locate here. Okay, so that point is here 5, 6. So I am mentioning it here 5, 6. Second point 4, 5. 4, 5 is here, 4 on x-axis and 5 on y-axis. This is 4 and this is 5. So let me write it here 4, 5. One more point with us 3, 4. This is 3 and this is 4. So let me note down 3, 4. Then one more point with us 2, 3. 2 on x-axis and 3 will be on y-axis. So here 2, is it okay? Now let's join the line and let's try to draw the graph. Okay, so if I am joining these 4 points, then my graph will be somehow, because I will extend both the sides, so the graph will be this way. Okay, it will passes from all these 4 points. I'm extending it little bit both the sides. And this graph is of which linear equation? That is also compulsory to mention. This graph is of first equation, that is x minus y plus 1 is 0. This is the graph of this equation. Fine. Now dear student, let's go with the second equation. For that the points are 4, 0. Of course 4, 0 will lie on the line itself. Okay, on x-axis. So it will be located here. Second point 2, 3. 2 on x-axis and 3. Already it is, you can see it is already located. 2, 3. Means it indicates that this point will be the intersecting points of two lines because it is coming common. Then third point which we have taken is 0, 6. Of course 0 is here and 6 is here. Right? On y-axis, so I am mentioning 0, 6. Fine. Now let's join all 3 points. Okay, these 3 points with us. Now you can choose 4 point also, no problem. But at least 3 points should be there so that when you draw the graph, at least that point should be there so that you can locate them easily on the graph paper. And this time this line indicate which graph? That is linear equation for this. So I am mentioning it here 3x plus 2y minus 12. This is the line of this linear equation. Fine. Now what is the conclusion through the graph? The conclusion is there this point. It means which point? 2, 3. You can see here 2, 3 is such a point. Okay, this intersecting point of two lines. Okay, but actually in the question what we are asked, here's something extra. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of triangle. Can you see here some triangle is formed? Yes. This and this. This is the triangle. Yes, we can see. And the x-axis by these lines on the x-axis and shade the triangular region. Means suppose I am telling the name. Suppose I am call out this triangle as particular name. I have to locate the point for that, right? So dear student, here you can see if I am shading this first. Okay, suppose I am showing it with the shaded portion, this much part. And what do I have? I am showing you this much portion I am shading. This point if I am shading, because according to whatever they have marked, Then the triangular portion I am gaining. You can see on your screen the triangular portion I am gaining and this triangular portion. Yes, student, this triangular portion it has three vertices, right? Now, which vertex is here? First, suppose I am calling this triangle ABC. Then this point I am calling A, this will be B, and of course this is the C point. Okay, so for your better understanding, I am making you write here what are the coordinates of A and then B and then C. Let's move down here. A is here. See, look at your screen. It is coming 0, comma. This is -1 on x-axis, right? So I need to mention -1, comma 0. You can see the coordinates of this is coming -1, comma 0. -1, comma 0. Coordinate of this point is here 4, comma 0. It is already mentioned. I am taking as B. And C point I am taking this, so it is the coordinate will be 2, comma. Clear to you? So this is a required result. Further, you can mention it. This is required result. You can mention it in a sentence form also. Okay. How to write here? As we are taking ABC as a triangular region, and the coordinates of A, B, and C are this. Fine. That also we are mentioning. Just see how to do. So, dear student, the conclusion finally we need to mention. We need to write in a statement form that triangle ABC. Yes, triangle ABC that indicate. Triangle ABC that indicate triangular region. Right? In bracket you can mention shaded portion. Shaded part or a shaded portion. Okay? Shaded portion. And the coordinates are, okay, they are asked a triangular region and it's a coordinate or a vertices. Okay, so we need to mention the coordinates of triangle ABC. Okay, the coordinates of triangle ABC of its the vertices. Are, okay, A, then B, and of course then C. Okay, we already mentioned it on a graph paper, but here also we needs to mention A point. We have mentioned -1, comma 0. Right? B point it has 4, comma 0, and of course C point that is 2, comma we have mentioned. Right? So these three are the vertices of a triangular region. Very easy, quite easy question. This exercise is end with the question number 7 here. Fine.